And I use my phone, right? So
Mm.
it's difficult to keep it in an angle. So I hold it in my hand or leave it on the floor. So you don't see the face. And I
And
leave it
we are live, so if you want.
on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to day, I don't know, is it 15? Today we are going to discuss about spiritual parenting. Thank you for joining. Just before we start, I want to say that whatever in all these 41 days we are talking about the subjects including spiritual parenting, we have only 15 to 20 minutes. So we are only introducing to you to this topic. We are only introducing you to this perspective. There is a lot to learn. We have to learn. We are also in this journey. So probably we are 2-3 years down. We have started learning all these topics and we have more to learn. And what we know is 10% or maybe 2%, and there is more 98% there. With that idea, I'm going to start. So spiritual parenting, before even we get into this into the discussion, uh, when I read this one quote written by Khalil Gibran, he says, "Your children are not your children. They come through you, but not from you." It's very when I read this, it's an enlightening. It like hit on my head. The children are not your children. They come through you, but not from you. So we are just biological parents. Each of us are the child of the universe. So we have to remember that. If we remember this statement every moment, we can do spiritual parenting. When we there are a lot of things on the web. When you see that spiritual parenting, if you search, then it will take you to how to teach kids about God. It comes out. But the spiritual parenting is it's not about teaching kids about God, like how to understand God. If you look into Christianity, they will have Sunday schools, they will teach about Bible, great. And if you look in Hinduism, they will teach about Bhagavad Gita. We make our kids learn the shlokas, chanting, mantras, right? We teach them a lot, make them do all these things. This is not spiritual parenting. Spiritual parenting is we observing ourselves. We are observing our patterns that are reflecting in our kids. Note it down, my dear friends. It's not teaching them about God. It is about observing ourselves and changing ourselves, being mindful about it and giving them what they want. Again, as I said, like yesterday, you all know what to do and how to do. I don't have to tell all those things. It is about understanding why these things are happening. You are able to sit down, close your eyes, ask why this is happening. And if you're able to get those answers, you are on the path. You are on the right path. Right? So when they say that, kids, they don't belong to us. Okay, they just come through us. And I'm saying that they just come through us. So, spiritual parenting actually starts from like even before we like the mother conceives. Even before the mother conceives. Even before this statement, I want to tell you something. Have we ever parented before our first kid? Have we ever? How you think to teach kids in the schools, we need a degree, we need some experience, we need to give some examinations, we need to pass an interview, right? To teach schools in university, we need to go through some education. But to parent, did we pass an examination? Did we learn something? We never did it. We never even thought about, are we ready to parent? No. We don't even realize that, oh, it's just a process in our life. It's just a process, right? Oh, we grow up, we have to get married, we should have kids. And we will have kids and they are born and then we grow them up. We assume that we are giving them a good life by providing them the food, shelter, money for education. And all we think about is, okay, I have put my kid in the best school. I have put my, I have made sure that my kid is going to college in the best college in this world. We don't even realize that we are, whether we are making him ready for this life. And that's the reason why after 35 years, we have all these problems like middle age crisis, old age crisis, going into depressions because we are not teaching our kids how to deal with life. We are not teaching our kids how to understand their emotions. We are not teaching our kids how to deal with failures. We're not teaching our kids how to accept life, accept others. We are only teaching them how to study. All our energy goes in that. And when we are parenting, we don't even realize that we are just doing what our parents did to us. Thing is, we want to give them the best experience, right? We don't want them to suffer as we suffered. And we think that that is what. So, whatever is your experience, you are based on that reference, you are trying to design your kid's life. We are trying to give, not you, we are trying to design their life. Okay, for example, um, when we are kids, we never used to, we never given an opportunity to go to movies, or they were not given an opportunity. We were not given so many toys. We had so many, like that time, we our parents used to be very careful about spend. So we did not get all these things, all the comforts that we wanted. What we do now, we give everything to our kids. We just buy so many toys. We just give everything. We don't realize that we are only putting our, we are only trying to give them the experience which we wanted. What we have to understand is they come into this world with their own soul plan. They have their own life. They wanted to lead their own life in their own, what they wanted to live. Like if we have not gone into law of karma, we have not gone into past lives and all. When you are into spirituality, you have to understand that we are soul and we are living here in this world to gain experience. We come back to this world to gain experience. To experience. What is experience? Is we are doing this everything through our five senses. We are through our brain. The mind, the brain is decoding the information that we are taking through these five senses. If we don't have a body, we cannot experience the world, the earth. Okay, this is the only place where we learn through physical experience. Experience things, we come into the physical body, we take this body suit and come into this world. And every time we come into this world, we want to be in a different, yeah, like we want to have a different story. Otherwise, why is like there are only 1% rich and why is like 70-80% poor? Why are people different in from different places? Each and every human being is different. Each and every human being's story is different. No one will have the same past, nor future, nor the same attitude, nor the same story, nor the same thinking pattern. That's because each and every soul is experiencing, having a different experience. The same thing, if we realize that, what the first thing we have to understand is we are bringing these kids into this world like we are a channel. We have had an agreement with those kids. I mean, the kids have chosen us to come into this world. So it is their choice that they have come into this world through us. We don't own them. And it's a vast subject, my dear friends. I will just talk about my experience. And this is one of the reasons why now the next generation, this new generation kids are very rebellious. They don't listen to parents because they don't want to carry these things from generations. Like how they don't want to have that guilt, that, oh, I'm not listening to my parents. They don't want to carry it to generations. They have their own perspective to everything. So I will tell you how I came into this, into, I mean, what is my practice in spiritual parenting. Um, I'm only introducing this to you. It's a vast subject. Please go and do your homework, or if you want more, let me know. I can share more videos on this. But even before doing all these things, the first thing you have to understand is that you have to, kids, whatever are reflecting our emotions. Kids, they just catch our vibrations. So a lot of the times I realized that when my elder one is angry, cranky, or he is making a lot of fuss at home, that is because I am disturbed inside. I am angry inside. Maybe because I'm tired from the work or so. I don't know. But it took me, I'm still working on it, but it took me 2 years. It's been like 23, 23. So it's been 3 years that I'm in this journey. Like it took me 3 years to break my patterns of how to react or respond when my kids are angry or cranky, or they're just not being nice, whatever it is. So I'm still taking time. First thing is I stopped hitting them. I stopped shouting at them. I stopped talking mean to them. I am I stopped talking negative to them. And it's like the universe. So how do we expect universe to be with us? Like even if I'm angry or even if I'm not being a good human being, I still want universe to take care of me. I still want everything. I am not taking care of the resources properly. Maybe I'm not being nice to others. I'm being very selfish, but still I want universe to give me, to nurture me, to give me food, want everything. It's the same way. We should accept the kids like what they are. We cannot we cannot say that, oh, you should be only like this. You should only do like this. No. We have to just accept what they are. But at the same time, I'm not saying that you just watch whatever they are doing and they are becoming. It's not like that. We have to control. It's not control, I should not use the word. We should be able to communicate to them what is right, what is wrong, make them think, but it is a free will, their free will. You have to let them be what they are. So when I first learned all these things, I went and I told my elder one, I told him sorry. First thing I went, and he got shocked. It's like probably 1.5 years ago. I told him, Tanmay, I have not raised any kid before. Okay, so you are the first person that I am learning through. How you are learning from everyone, you are growing. I am also learning how to parent. So in this journey, I would have hurt you so many times. I would have done many mistakes. So please forgive me. Just understand that I am also learning how to behave with kids. He just like he was he just stopped it, like, and since then I see the difference. He is forgiving me because I am also angry. Since then, even if I hurt him or even if I shout at him, and when I go back and say sorry, Tanmay, I was angry, he was accepting it. Okay. And I have seen the difference from the last 3-4 months. I see he is also coming back and telling me sorry, I was angry. I never saw that before. So it's like it's mutual always. So just be, let them know what is going through you, because we are not, fortunately or unfortunately, the fortunate thing is that we are now into this path. We are now into this path. We are learning how to deal with our emotions. We are learning what is inside us, what's going on inside us. And we are trying to understand. We are trying to understand ourselves. How will we understand our kids? The unfortunate thing is that we have not learned all these things when we were kids. We should have learned before, even before coming into this life. That's why in olden days we used to have this ashrama dharma, um, kutumba dharma. People used to go first to ashram. They used to learn Vedas. They used to learn meditation. They, for the first 15-16 years, the education was to learn the skills, to learn Vedas, to learn the scriptures. They were already spiritually grown completely. It's not just learning mantras. They have learned all these Vedas. What is there in Vedas? It's all the science that we are learning how to live. After they have mastered all these things, then they used to get into the family life. So they are detached at the same time. They are detached to the family life, but they know their responsibility, how to grow kids, how to, like, Atri Maharshi, Atri Mahamuni, and I forgot, I don't remember. So we have to understand, our generation is taking that pressure or that stress, that we also have to learn about ourselves, and at the same time we have to learn about our kids. But the more you are into being aware of yourself, that is when you will have to, that you will be able to deal with your kids. This is a very vast subject. I just introduced you. I told you only one concept, that kids are not, like, we should not have any expectations from our kids. We should not push our expectations on them, or we should not push our experiences on them, and make sure that we are not hurting them. We are not, because the more we hurt them, we are only putting fear in them. We are creating more blocks in them. I'm sure if you go back into your childhood and see, lot of the blocks that you have right now are because of the situations that happened in your childhood. Maybe if you're scared of talking in front of people, it could be because your it could be because your dad was like that. Your dad never gave you that chance, or your dad was not loving. Because dads that time used to think, like, fathers um should be like that. respectful and should not give so much love to kids, should not express love to kids. So they think about all those patterns. Why you are behaving now like this? What cost? We are all um, the collection of experiences what we have gained since we are kids. We are off on time. I want to stop here. Thank you so much for listening to me. If you have any questions, otherwise we'll meditate. Let's meditate and then we can talk. Let me share this. Give me 1 second. Please close your eyes. Come into this moment. Let's do box breathing to just come into this moment. Take a deep breath. Hold it, hold it in your belly. Fill your belly like a balloon. Hold it for 1 second and just release. Now let's do it once more. Take a deep breath. Hold it for just 1 second and release. Let's do one last time. Take a deep breath. Hold it for 1 second. Take your attention to your nostrils now. Your breath. Let's quickly scan through our body parts and relax them so our body supports us. Sitting meditation. This way, your body and mind, heart will align, and then we will be able to get into deep meditative state. Take your attention to your forehead and in the head area, like your face. If you see anywhere there is a tension, there is stiffness, just release. Like loosen up your jaws. Relax your neck and your throat. Drop your shoulders. Relax your back. If there is anywhere stiffness in your back, just keep this intention that you're relaxing those muscles. Relax your abdominal area. Relax your hands. Release all the stiffness. Take your attention to your lower body, your hips, lower back, thighs, pelvic area. Release all the tension, release all the stiffness. Pay attention to your knees, hamstring. Your feet, quickly scan through your body from top to bottom. Then release the stiffness if there is anywhere. Bring back your attention to your breath. Observing your breath. Become a witness. Just observe. Feel the air going inside. see if it is warm or cold. Don't analyze, just observe. See where is it going? Is it going all the way to the head? Or is it going into your tummy? Where is the that's traveling? Be in this moment, my dear friends. Getting any thoughts? Just let them be and come back to observing your breath. breath, my dear friends. Observing your breath, my dear friends. Getting any thoughts? Just let them be. Come back to observing your breath. Masters, slowly come back to your physical state. Become aware of your body. Become aware of your body. Gently, you can gently rub your hands and touch your eyes. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for coming today, sharing your energies, spending your time, listening to me. If any of you have any questions or comments or experiences, Anita garu, thank you. Please talk, Anita.
Morning, Harika. Thank you to all the masters group. Have really good energies, like morning energies. Um, Today you explained about the parenting. It was really nice. I went through so much with my kids also, especially we compared so much to elder to the like younger one. When the elder is good, like younger don't listen. We say that like that. Same thing experience I had in my when I was having they are now grown up both of them. So my oldest was really he was very gentle to everything. He used to listen to me and he used to do whatever I used to say, all the work, what if I need anything. But my younger was not like that. But sometimes I used to compare, but I see a big difference. But now you said they come from the different uh, we are only the source, right? So so I used to see the big difference because totally. But my son he used to tell my daughter that listen to the parents whatever they say, but you do whatever you like it. So he never used to give me a back answers or anything, so she used to follow him.
Nice, Anita. Yeah,
So
Anita garu.
even though he was little that time, he used to say that to my daughter all the time. Just listen to them and then do whatever you like it, right? So, but one thing I used to yell at her every morning. It is hard for me to wake her up because I have to drop her at school, and then I have to go to work. So one day my husband told that why you are yelling like so crazy. So then I realized I was not into meditation that time. I realized that why I'm yelling in the morning, I'm disturbing myself and I'm disturbing her also. Then I was started pampering, waking her up. So after 1 week, I saw a big difference that she used to get up within 5 minutes and take shower and everything, get used to ready. Before it used to take half an hour, 45 minutes for me, all the time yelling and then cursing. So when we change, how the things change around us, that experience I always reminds me in everything. So today you remember all those things, I went back to my and then it was really nice, Harika. That is so true. So coming to this meditation, everything we now give attention to the kids and then we listen to them. But one thing I used to have a good habit is I always used to tell them that if you don't, I don't know a lot of things, when you don't like me, just let me know so that I will fix myself. So in that way I have no problem. But some things which we don't like, especially when you have girls, in the teenagers they will talk to the boys and all, how we grew up. So we don't accept those things and we will be having fights. But their thinking is different and our thinking is different. So in that way I went through a little bit now. But the good thing is I never checked her folder at all from the kindergarten till now, everything she did all by herself. Only thing is I realize is when we pamper, we sit down next to them and then we do every work for them, they will be relying on us, and then they'll think that, oh, mommy is going to check, mommy is going to do. When you just leave it to them, sometimes they will be having hard time, but still, like, they will do, and then they grow like as usual. So that I learned also. So I will tell everybody, like, don't sit next to them and then tell them, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. I never did it to my daughter. I used to do to my son until 5th grade, but I left him alone. And my daughter, all from the kindergarten, now she's in master's program, everything she did by herself. That's why I always say, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, that is one more thing, and a very good point. We have to take care of them. We have to give them immense love, unconditional love, but at the same time, we have to make sure that they are independent.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I did it to my daughter. But they do good, like, they will learn, they will fall, but sometimes they fail, sometimes they pass, but they will learn from that mistakes only. So we have to just leave them, but we will be forcing, especially well, Indians, like, we all do is study, do this, do that. We'll compare with other kids and all. We will be forcing so much on them and then hurting them so many times, especially comparing only, they get hurt. So that one thing we should stop comparing, even in on the same family also, not outside the family, but the same family too. So that way they will, like, learn a lot of new things by their own research way. So yeah, thank you so much, Harika. It was really nice. Still we have so many things to learn also, but still, like, yeah, it reminded all my. uh, so
Andy.
thank you, Harika. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Shanti, Garu, you want to talk?
Yeah. Hi, Harika. Thanks for the meditation and nice talk today. As Anita garu is telling the same thing, my kids also grown up. But only thing I never ever question to my daughters. I never ever comparison. But what I face, my own experience, when the classmates, especially Indians, like your daughter is this, your daughter is not in the acceleration program, that this, they are comparing to me, they're questioning to me. Then at that time, I'm not in a meditation, even though I answered them, see, you are tall, I'm short. Okay. Your daughter also, same thing. So you are what you are giving, I don't know. I give polite. If anybody is there, I will say like, come sit down. I will give some offer, food or tea, whatever. But you never say hi, anything. You never ever call anyone. So everybody is different. So I said, like, don't compare to kids. So whatever my kids, that's it. So like Anita Garu told us, like, I never ever question them. They will say everything and they want to share everything. But sometimes I also behave like a stupid, like, when that kind of topics will surrounding us. So whatever the discussions we are carrying to home, like, no. So after some time we can discuss our kids, like, see, they compared like this, so why you are doing like that? Because of that they are taking advantage or something like that. So how much we are trying to control, somewhere, no, it's digging us. So that is very bad, but still we have to learn so much. Thank you for the topic and thanks for the meditation, Harika.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much, Andy. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions or if you want to express anything, please do message in the group or contact any of us in the group. We will take time to discuss. We are already 5 minutes ahead of the time. So, being conscious, I want to just end the session now. If there is anything else that anyone wants to discuss, share, please let me know. Otherwise, I will end.
Thank you, Harika. Very important points. So I'll put them in practice. Much needed things. Thank you so much. Especially your example, you going and saying sorry to son, melt my heart. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Andy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Harika, for a wonderful, and any parent cannot correlate with whatever you said. As it's not possible to even to get to any satisfactory state on this topic is not possible with one session. It's if people are interested, maybe we can plan further some of couple of sessions on this later. If only the because I see lots of silence from the new members of the team. So if they are really interested, they can message us. And just adding my experience, as you said, um, I left my kid for various reasons. I had to leave her in India at the age of 7 months. And after when when she was a kid, she was fine. But ever since she started growing, like after 6 7 years, I do see she wants to sleep next to me. She wants to be with me, but we used to end up with argument and in a fight. I used to think, luckily, that time I got to introduce with the Devi, and she used to guide me. And many times even I want to say sorry. Even I want to be most pleasant mother on the earth. I could never be successful each and every night. And she was not even ready for the sorry. There is no situation that I can even say sorry. Then Devi said, "Don't even try to say that. You sit for in meditation, or sit quietly and try to explain it, or try to say sorry to her soul. Invite her soul and say so to the soul." After doing it for several months, then I could physically say sorry. I came to that state. And now and then I could, now physically I could, later I did the same thing about to explain why I had to be away, why I had to keep her away from me. Soul level, like, when I was sitting alone or in a meditation, I used to explain. Then after several years, I came to a state where I could explain her physically, just like a conversation, adult conversation. We had a conversation. I do see a lot of change in her. It's really awesome.
Very good.
Thank you so much.
Nice to share your experience, Ratna. That is true. We don't know. I mean, we are not aware of all these things. It would have been good if we have known all this before we had our kids. But whatever it is, we have to let them know that we are also changing and they are changing.
Yeah, maybe as a parent, we are thinking we did something lack for them, but I realized they are seniors to us. They are much more experienced
They are
than
much
us,
more. Yes.
and they are making sure that we learn these things. That's the part of their life purpose. I think maybe teaching us, correcting us, putting us straight. And one more thing which I really wondered, I was thinking, I was explaining everything right, and why she's not understanding why she's behaving different, something like that. Then sometime later I realized what I say. Sometimes she's understanding is completely different. I am saying at the level of Indian kid, Indian parent, but she's trying to understand it as an American kid, and I'm American. So all this cultural, every differences are making a lot of impact on them. We have to pay, if something is not happening, then what we are saying and what we are expecting, then we have to go to their level of understanding as well. That is one more thing which was very helpful for me. Now I make sure what she understood from everything what I say. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is not going to end if we don't end. Thank you.
Right.
Ratna
Yeah,
garu, I have one question. How old is she?
Right now she's 16.
Teenagers, right? Like that only, I think. Yeah. Because I have two girls. So
Yeah.
still, yeah. Thank you. Mhm.
Thank you very much, Harika. It was a wonderful session. So yeah, you very well said that we'll have to
we are also learning. So we'll have to go and apologize or say sorry to them and learn from them. Very, very nicely put together. And we look at it spiritual way that they are also like on their own path. So we just gave them birth, but we don't own them as such, right? They have their own path and their own plans. So we'll have to support them and flow along with it. So it could be our learning, or they are here to learn from us. So it's mutual.
True. So a lot of the times we think that our kids are listening to us, they are being very nice, but we don't know if we have already instilled that fear in them. Uh, so it's like, they are doing out of fear or they are doing out of because they want to do it. So we don't know that. Or we have to really be in, observe what is going on with them, talk to them, and understand and change the patterns. It's a very deep subject. There,
Yeah, right.
it's not enough to talk in like 10-15 minutes. Not even. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for responding. Thank you so much for sharing your energies today. Tomorrow we have Devi Chakka Garu. She is not in New Jersey now, but she was in New Jersey 2 years ago. She moved to Texas now. She is the one who brought all of us into meditation, most of us into meditation. So she's gonna take a topic on Brahma Viharas. So in simple way we say that it's art of friendship, how to be a friend in different ways. Please join. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you, Harika Garu. Very nice session on parenting. I really learned a lot of things from today's session. Thank you for that session.
Thank you.
A very nice, pleasant meditation session as well. Pleasant music.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Harika.
Thank you, Ratna. Yeah. See you all tomorrow. Bye.